The story which we are tracking from the capital, where the fight is just escalating. It's Kejriwal's first direct attack. The Delhi Chief Minister has written to the Prime Minister claiming that the centre is interfering after the face-off between the LG and the Delhi Chief Minister. We just reported a short while back how the Lieutenant Governor has withdrawn all the appointments that he has made in the past 1 week. Now, this development has come after both the parties, the LG and the Chief Minister, met the President yesterday. And Times now also tried to pose a tough question to the Delhi Chief Minister. Take a listen to how he evaded the questions.
Arvind, what do you have to say about this entire controversy between the LG and your government? Arvind, you have been seeking legal advice as well, Arvind. Arvind, even the bureaucrats today, the Deputy Chief Minister also met the senior bureaucrats. Arvind, one comment on the controversy that is happening in Delhi. Arvind, you met the President also. Arvind? Arvind, what do you have to say about this?
So he drives away in a car without answering any of the questions, but the political fight is burning in the capital. We have Aditya who's joining us with more details. Aditya, we understand that the Delhi LG in a recent decision has declared all the appointments made in the last 1 week null and void. Aditya, can you hear me?
Yes, that is the latest development at this moment, that the Lieutenant Governor Narjeev Jung has written to Arvind Kejriwal and in fact declared all the appointments made in the last 1 week, that is from the level of the clerk in the Delhi government to the level of the IAS. All these postings have been declared null and void. That means that all the critical postings, that includes that of Rajendra Kumar, also Arvind Rai, these are senior bureaucrats that we are talking about in the Delhi government, that have been completely declared null and void. They cannot function. But at the same time, Arvind Kejriwal has kept his stand open. He is saying that he'll continue with those postings, and those officials have already taken charge. They have been issuing circulars and orders as per normal procedure. So that's the big question. It's a constitutional crisis in the Delhi government. While as Arvind Kejriwal is not ready to budge, he's asking the officers to work as per procedure, as per his directions. On the other hand, Lieutenant Governor has written this stinging letter to Arvind Kejriwal saying he's actually reminding him of his constitutional powers and also constitutional duties, that Arvind Kejriwal should abide by the law of the land and also the transactional business regulations, the TBRs that are really order of the day.
But Aditya, when we say the all appointments are declared null and void, which have happened in the past 1 week, which are the officers we're talking about? Does it also include the appointment of the acting Chief Secretary Shakuntala Gamliel? We'll come to you with that question, but we're getting some more news that Delhi High Court has issued a notice to the Aam Aadmi Party government on appointments of 21 parliamentary secretaries. The Chief Justice of Delhi High Court has said the matter requires consideration. We're getting Congress's and the BJP reaction on this. Let's take a listen to that first.
All this ruckus unnecessarily created, and both are equally responsible, the Governor's office and also the Chief Minister's office. This is totally unnecessary. There is no issue involved in this. No question of principle is involved in this. I do not know why the Chief Minister and also the Lieutenant Governor is getting into this unnecessary confrontation. Now that the Chief Secretary's appointment is accepted by the Chief Minister and the Delhi government. But if the Governor thinks that the Chief Secretary, the Chief Minister of Delhi do not have any power in the transfers and posting, his opinion need not be considered at all. After the Chief Secretary's appointment, which was controversial, there were a few other appointments also. That is also getting into controversy. What happens is that, the morale of the officers of the civil service will be completely scattered. Or that will affect the administration. That both these senior people should understand that. So I think it is totally an unnecessary ruckus. They are creating for nothing, and the people are going to be, suffering on account of administration coming to a standstill.
Absolutely, Delhi is suffering because of this crisis that has only been escalated further. It's very unfortunate that the officers are feeling the sense of insecurity, fear. Anybody can be named and shamed without any substantial evidence, so to speak. Arvind Kejriwal and his people, his team, were to put out evidence against a bureaucrat. We're still waiting for that. There has been no inquiry whatsoever, let alone an inquiry report, after which you can actually cast aspersions on the character or the track record of a bureaucrat. So it's very unfortunate that Ms. Gamblin has been dragged into this, because being a bureaucrat, there are anyway gag orders. One can't speak publicly. She cannot defend herself. She has filed a complaint because of all the harassment and torture she's been through. Imagine if your name is being brought out in political public domain and without any evidence. Imagine how harassing it can be for you, and it also affects and impacts your career and everything. I mean, that's all you stand for. So doubting her integrity so publicly, it's really been shameful. And Arvind Kejriwal should know better than that, because he has been a government officer.